once again I am here with a new concept of firing query in MS Excel. It's a very good video for you all guys who are working with MS Excel sheet. Let us see how can we fire a query with MS Excel sheet. So I have a file with some records for testing purpose. So I have some data for a school with name, mother name, father name, date of birth and category. So suppose we want to have all the general category student, then we can filter here. We can apply a filter just by doing this filter, and then this select all and check on the general category. Okay, and then you will have all those students with general category. You can change it by BC2, and you can have all the students of BC2 category. But I am telling you something different thing. I guess you all know about these things. But if you are aware of query, then I will show you how to query and get part of this table in separate sheet. So let us create a sheet here, and now go to data, then from other sources, and then from Microsoft Query. Now select Excel files and OK. Then just select your file name that I have kept in D drive inside tips and tricks folder, the sample records. OK button, and then the table name, the sheet name. I have two sheet here. One is Dasam 2016-17 and one is sheet 1. So my data is in this sheet. So just click here, and which one column you want to be available, just select those, like section, roll number, name. Suppose I do not need mother's name, father name, then date of birth, category, and do next. Now just you have to tell on what criteria you want to fetch those data. So suppose I select category and equals to BC2, and then next. Sort by if you want to sort. So I'm just sort on date of birth, and then next, and then finish. So existing worksheet, here tells the name for it, and then OK, and you have all those data with category BC2. The columns that we have selected are here: section, roll number, name, father's name, date of birth and category. Mother's name is not here because we have not selected the mother's name for output. Similarly, we can do one more from other sources. Microsoft Query, Excel file. Okay, just tell the source, select the source file, select the sheet with suppose all the details, then on which criteria. So name should begins with A. Next, sort by suppose date of birth. Next, finish. Okay, so these all the name with A comes here. So in this way we can fetch, or we can select, or I can say we can project some columns and find selected students much easier. Once again, I'm deleting all these things, and let's do the same thing once again. Let us do once again from other source, from Microsoft Query, Excel file. Okay, then select your file, and okay, then select your columns that you want in the result sheet. Then next, then say your criteria like date of birth greater than some date of birth you can specify, like the next sort by date of birth. Next, finish. Here tells the cells E6 where it will keep the result. Say okay, and all the data according to the criteria is coming here. If you wish to change the query, you can do like this. You can change the query on fly. Just say okay, then select your source file, then select your sheet, select your columns. If you don't want to select all columns, just select particular column. That's all. Then next, if you do not want to suppose name begins with, suppose I say A. Next, and suppose I don't want to use here, I want to change some query further, then just do this cancel button, and you will go back to the query browser, and here you can have the current query result, and you can change the query like using this SQL, and you can write your own select statement to select a query. Like B, there is no record. Like C, there is one record. So and 3 records are there. So in this way we can change our query from query browser here. Go back. So here's the output. According to our criteria, we can change the query. We can select certain particular students' details more easily. We can add multiple columns for criteria. Like once again, I am doing the same thing for multiple criteria. Actually, I have written a section as X dash A as a section. Now name begins with A, and then next sort by name, and then next, and then finish, and then okay. So I have the data with sorted on name column. I have all the name starts from A in section A. So it's quite easy to select particular student details on or particular rows on based of any criteria, and it is much easier in comparison to filter, because filter do the things and do not copy the same, it same sheet becomes smaller just to show the result, but it is actually the original copy. But if you will use this query style to get your own details, you will have a copy of the data, and in this have your original data safe. There is no changes, there is no modifications in original data, and you can have a copy of those data according to your criteria. So I guess it is more easier way to find out or collect your details.